Ladies and gentlemen, duelists from all over the world, welcome to episode 3 of Spectate Saturdays. It's your host with the most, James Polk here, and more feature matches throughout the whole entire episode 3 of Spectate Saturday. We, as the community, are going to watch even more matches, but if you, the audience out there, got a feature replay that you would love to see in the near future, just drop your friend code in the comments below, and you must have at least one match replays saved up so that way you can also be featured in a bonus feature match that you would love to see. With that being said, top 5 of today's feature match. Let's get the show on the road. For the first matchup, based off from the hand, Vanquish Soul. 3 set and pass. Also, the talk of the town about Vanquish Soul, before we go any further, well, Rhoda first. 2 things in mind. Well, 3 things. A, absolutely fantastic on the Royal Rare Vanquish Soul Raisin. B, Raisin got hit to 1, so that way you're gonna need more fire monsters to work with. And last but not least, the one of Stake Your Soul is a crucial hit. Even though it's a hard once per turn on the activation, but Stake Your Soul is just too good of a card not to max out on. But because of the changes in TCG land, where Raisin and Stake Your Soul both at 1, it makes it a lot less consistent. But we'll see. To those who play Vanquish Soul in TCG land, if you guys got your decks fixed, then there you go. Real normal Raisin, Regenesis. So Vanquish Soul versus Regenesis. Flipping up Birth, toss out Archfiend to attempt to book the Raisin. Heavy Borger to save Raisin. Raisin getting Jiaolong. Heavy Borger. Burn 1500. Jiaolong. Free special. Jiaolong, Reveal Raisin, and Ash. Royal Rare Caesar Valiant. Man, this Vanquish Soul player is definitely a hardcore fan of the deck. Julius Caesar. Cool. Caesar. Bell, Raisin, Borger revealed. Does not target kill. Super Poly. Jiaolong for Rock. Lost Out Rock. Special Dr. Madlove. Getting Snow Devil, and oh no, this is game over, and Vanquish Soul wins. Reveal up to 1 each of Dark, Earth, and Fire monsters in your hand. Apply the following effects in sequence based on the number revealed. And either result leads to burn so much damage within the range of opponent's life points, the game is over. Revealing 1, burn 400. Revealing 2, burn 600. revealing 3, burn 800. That is a total of 1800 damage if revealing all 3. The rest of the side effects don't matter because opponent's life is lower. Regenesis Archfiend to hand. Snow Devil. Game over via Snow Devil. And Vanquished Soul takes it. And based off from the perspective viewer of the hand, Ryziel. That makes sense. Ryziel versus Tyr. So Reinhardt, real normal. Veiler to Reinhardt. Herald of Orange Light in 2025. Let me just say this again, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think the people in the back heard me. Herald of Orange Light in 2025. Level 2 Light Fairy, Toner, 300 attack, 500 defense. And keep this in mind, I already know for that fact that the little heralds from back in the day, they all have their own usages of negations in any shape or form. So when it comes to Orange Light, when your opponent activates a monster effect as a quick effect, you can send this and one other fairy from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation as it never happened, and if you do, kill it. And of course, with its other components, green light is the spell negate, while purple light is the trap negate. Reinhardt toss out Halfness. Halfness. For Kikalos. Kikalos. Toss out Tear Cash. Gem Knight Tear Fiendsmith. All in one. Kikalos. Target self. Reborn Tear Cash. Mill 8. Double Artifact Lantia, Cash Terra Fenrir, Tear Elements Reinhardt, Heartbeat, Lost Out, Fiendsmith Engraver, Meta Noise, and Tear Sharon. Sharon, Meta Noise for Reinhardt, Heartbeat for Meta Noise, back to hand. Back to hand, lots of recursion. Rukalos. Engraver. Shovelback Lacrima. The Chick. Reborn Engraver. Fiendsmith Lines. Lacrima Chick. Toss out Engraver. Sequence. Lacrima Fusion. Welcome back, by the way. Due to the fact that double match loss is now a thing in TTG land, makes sense to bring back Fiendsmith's Lacrima back to the game in TCG. Lacrima Fusion. Reborn the Engraver. Pilgrim Reaper in 2025. Let me just say this again, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think the people in the back heard me. Pilgrim Reaper in 2025. Rank 6, Dark Zombie XZ. No stats. 200 stats for every dark monster in either grave. Detach one, each player sends the top 5 cards from their deck to the graveyard, or the entire deck if less than 5. This is literally Zombie Vampire before Zombie Vampire was ever a thing, but milling 5 only. Oh my god! Double Tier Sharon, Scream, Trapped, and Reinhardt, Double Droll, Veiler, Imperm, and Sorriziel. Reinhardt, Scream getting Soliek, Reinhardt Reborn, Sandy Meta Noise, also cool. Alt Art of Appaloosa for 3 and 2 set. 7 Dissension for 7 Tachyon. Reveal 104, getting Ice. Put Droll back. Toss out the Aggregator to summon X. Aggregator on Appaloosa. Negate Aggregator, getting Sword. Special Sword, Appaloosa negate. Exciton Knight. Over Appaloosa. Clear everything out. Prime, because Rukalos exist. And I believe it was send 1 monster. Okay, so sending the Lancia. Real normal Ice. Rukalos. Negate the Ice, kill, send Rukalos. Bring her back. Call by on Rukalos. Now it's basically top deck wars. Unless Lacrima Chick comes in with the shuffle, bring back Sequence. Engraver, bring back the fusion to the extra. Reborn Engraver itself. Reset the Fiendsmith lines. Sequence. Same fusion. Bring it back. Agnum Day. 18, 24, 18. Agnum Day. Bring back the chick. 3,000 Fiendsmith OTK. And Fiendsmith Tearlament takes the win over Ryziel. And with this hand, this must be straight up stun because there is a lot of stun cards to go through. Extraff doesn't care about the extra deck. Draw the 2. Necro Valley, Inspector Border, set 4. This is beyond bad. Walls, getting Horus the Black Flame Deity. Surely the Horus player gotta have Imseti Spaghetti. Top deck it. 7 Tachyon. Purge it up. King Sark hard open. Send the Happy, or is it discard off from oh, send. Okay, so send the Happy. Toss out Duamatev. And pass. Wait, couldn't he? Necro Valley is on field. I forgot that Necro Valley is such an old card. Negate any card effect that would move a card to the graveyard to a different place, and then negate any card that changes. I think realistically, you couldn't even move, even if there was an unclassified moments. But if I'm wrong about this, just let me know in the comments below, just in case. Real normal gadget trio, and opponent can't do anything because inspector border. Flip up Empire for no reason. And pass. Set one and pass. Real normal Falsadina. Now there's no special summon, and stun straight up wins. Because Dyna exists now. Simplified game state. Gadget Trio over Fossil Dyna. At least the special summon can occur. Clockwork Knight. Everybody becomes machines. Seventh Ascension, or 7 Tachyon, excuse me, reveal 106, getting Gadget Trio. Place a card back, turn silence, and pass. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much to do. Stun basically wins, and Necro Valley is a card you can't move cards from anywhere. Yeah, that's just straight up unfortunate. And this next matchup, based off from the perspective view of this hand, tier elements, of course. Special Castor Fenrir, getting tier cash. Foolish the Rain-O-Heart. Rain-O-Heart. Max C. Tier cash. Banish the Rain-O-Heart to make sure it gets no value. Milling the 3 of the tier player, being that Grass, Talent, and Lancia. Rhoda. Ash. Set 1 and pass. Max C. Set. Real normal Dormouse. Banish Cheshire Cat. Pay 3 special. Cheshire. Banish Marcher, draw 2. Pay 3 to pick herself up. TB11. Banish Dormouse. You know, the worst part is, exactly 3 cards for the sake of Queen of Hearts. Also, not linked summoned properly, so Queen of Hearts do not count. Dormouse, pay 3 to special. Heartbeat. MTPO7, banish Dormouse. Getting another copy. Banish Fenrir. Marcher. Banish Rabbit, summon herself, pay 3 special Rabbit. Rabbit set GWC 06. Apparently this Malice player is going all in on a Maxi challenge. Question is, can Malice kill Cash Tira tier element over the Maxi challenge? And the mills are Jet, Synchron, and Ash. And Paramount Access Code. Question is it enough? It's still enough. How unfortunate. GWC, bring back the same red ransom and still able to clear out the Maxi challenge. How unfortunate. And last but certainly not least, judging by Lost.Maxi, there's Call By. Judging by the rest of the hand now, Malice. Oh God, no! Duelist B lost their entire hand. Let me just say this again, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all just saw that. Duelist B lost their entire hand. And Perm, link it to the brains. GWC06, Gordian Slicer, Kurikara Divincarnate, all sent to the graveyard. And when it comes to Gordian Slicer, this card's activation and effect cannot be stopped at all at the start of your main phase 1 or 2, which means you got to use it the very first thing. Target any number of face-up cards anywhere on the field. Doesn't got to be your opponent's, by the way. For each targeted card, banish 1 card from your hand or 6 cards from your extra deck face down, then return those targeted cards to the hand. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, you don't ever see this quite often about Allure of Darkness getting rid of literally everything from hand. But Duelist A automatically wins. I cannot believe Allure of Darkness legit discarded everything. That is just painful to watch, to be honest. Oh, man. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you gamers out there, but that is a big oof. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, despite the unnecessary, unfortunate events just happened, but if you, the audience, can do a lot better, unlike that last replay, drop a friend code. Let's see some replays that you guys want me to see, and I'll be sure to feature you guys at least one bonus feature match in every Spectate Saturdays, if possible. I thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated as we progress throughout the whole entire dueling progression of Spectate Saturdays. I thank you all for tuning in, and I shall catch you all next time.